What the hell? I'm so grateful for my mom because one day I woke up and I told her that I could see dead people and she just never questioned me. Like I'm really thinking about that because I was just working out, and the whole time I was working out, there were spirits all around me. Like every time I turned my head, I could see spirits in my basement. And I texted her and I was like, she's not typically like intentionally tapped in, but like she can see things too. She denies it, but she can. And I was like, I know you're probably not tapped in right now, but like the spirits in the house seem like a little bit more active to you right now. And she was like, I don't pick up on anything. Why? What are you seeing? And I like told her what I saw. And she was like, talk to them, ask them what they want. And I'm like, thank you for never doubting me, because it takes a certain kind of person to like have your child come up to you and be like, hey mom, I think I can see dead people. And for you to just not question it and to just fully embrace it and accept it. Like that's so beautiful. And I'm so grateful for that. Because that totally could have went in a different direction. She could have been like, also, my friend Taylor gave me this hat and it's my new favorite thing on this planet. It is my fit. I have my off-brand Uggs, my Patagonia hat. I'm wearing boxers, but I can't really show you that. And then this is my comfort hoodie. I've had it since I was 18, and it has like a little, planet on it, and it says Ursa, like Ursa Major. It's like a space hoodie. I think it's dope. Anyways, I just worked out. Today was glutes, leg day. I'm really trying to take better care of my mind and my body and my soul without too much pressure, because I have been a victim of my own doing, where I like engage in a cycle and I work out and I eat good and then I fall off and then I'm bad and I forget about it and then I'm like, oh, I should start doing that again, and I'm never consistent enough. There's a moth. Girl, how are you alive? You see, I went to go pet it. So, yeah, I've just been trying to take better care of myself and my body. We're on day 2, which is glutes. Cheers. That moth is like flying right into my smoke and I feel so bad. Life is crazy. I have so many thoughts. Wow. That was so philosophical. Okay, I can't even talk. This weed must work well. My dreams have been crazy lately, like crazy. My ego is like, no, don't say this, it sounds so stupid, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I think like I'm coming into a period of transformation and transition, but I think like all of 2024 was a huge period of transition for me. Like, to be fair, we're human, so we're always forever growing and transitioning, but I think I'm just coming out of my last cycle and into the next one. And so I think naturally my subconscious is processing things through my dreams. So some of my dreams have been really wild and like unpredictable and inexplainable, but some of them have been really good too. Something I thought about today, like a lesson I learned or like a realization I came to, is like I really struggle with feeling the hard things, but the hard things are, as much as they suck, they're a gift. Like I have this belief that we come on earth for this reason. Hold the phone. We live a life on earth for a reason, and like that reason is to experience every little thing, the good and the bad, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. And I have a really hard time with like the darker aspects of that, like the harder feelings like boredom, stagnancy, grief, depression, and like I was in Vancouver the other day with my best friend Taylor, and we were on the SkyTrain, and I was thinking about this because I was tired. It was a beautiful day. We saw the basement yard and we were coming home. The basement yard was unbelievable, by the way. Like, does not feel real. Anyways, and we were taking the SkyTrain back to like where we were staying, and we were both just so emotionally and mentally and spiritually and physically, like, not exhausted, but our energy reserves had been used up in all aspects. So we were just sitting there on the train quietly together, and of course, like, naturally my thoughts were running wild. I was just thinking things, and I noticed like my old negative thought patterns started to come in about my future and like my plans for the future. And I was just sitting there and I was watching the SkyTrain move. And it's interesting because your human brain, like, I don't know the science behind it, but I'm assuming because you're still in the car that you're in, the other cars, when they're moving, it like looks like this weird illusion. And I remember seeing that and thinking like, holy shit, this is beautiful. Like, even the hard, dark, not fun moments are still so beautiful, and they have so much to offer. Like, life would fucking suck without them. Like, if life was just 100% perfect and beautiful and fun and fantastic, I think we would all be miserable. Like, I wouldn't be mature or grown, or I wouldn't know myself, or I wouldn't trust myself without those bad experiences. And also, another thing that I think is cool is the SkyTrain moving like that brought me back to this like viscerally intense memory I have from childhood, where I was like, I must have been a toddler, like in preschool or something, and we went to the city that I lived in, and we took like a city bus for this field trip or something. I have like very vivid memories from when I was a kid that like apparently never happened, so I don't know, it's hard to, anyways, but the memory was those old city buses that like had the spinning chairs in the middle. What are those instruments called? Like accordions, you know, city buses that have like one end and then the accordion and then the other, so they can take turns. We were in the bus, and in the accordion part of the bus were these seats, and when the bus turned, the seats like spun around, and I remember I got to sit on them. Something about that memory, like it made me so happy as a kid to get to experience that, and being on the SkyTrain brought me back to that memory. I remember it's like 10 p.m. or so, I saw the SkyTrain like move in the same way that the bus did when I was like a toddler, and I felt like I was 3 again, watching that all happen again. It was really weird, but really cool. I just realized I'm sitting outside. It's nighttime, it's pitch black out. My whole family can probably hear me, my neighbors can probably hear me. The like humbled embarrassment that you feel after that, like singing in the shower, and then you step out of the shower and you're just like acutely aware that everybody heard you singing and you're just like embarrassed. That's what I feel. Sometimes I forget that I'm an adult and I can make my own decisions, because it's like, I'm 23. What the fuck? What do you mean I'm not 17 anymore? What do you mean I'm not a little baby 20-year-old anymore? That's wild. I need to make a dancing room. Did you ever like go into your room at night and you're like, is there a reason I'm not dancing right now? That's how I feel. Take a second to applaud whoever made music. Thank you. I agree. I've been trying to find new ways to connect with my inner child again in like the fall, like October or November or something. I was seeing this girl and I was waiting to go on a date with her, and so I went to this antique shop that was in the town that she lived in, and I saw this guy. And you know what's crazy about Mr. Winnie the Pooh right here? I had this exact same thing when I was 3. And the only reason that I know that is because of this photo. That's it. That's all. And I saw him and I looked at his $16.75 price tag and I said, I want to get you, but I don't want to spend money. And then I left. And then one day I came back and I got him, obviously. Anyways, I think it's cool that I have the exact same stuffed animal as toddler me did. And I don't even remember having him, but I remember my mom loving Winnie the Pooh when I was little. So that's fun. That is one way I'm choosing to reconnect with my inner child, or do something for them, do something to make them feel loved. I don't know. It's crazy referring to my younger self as them because, like, yeah, that's just crazy. I don't even think I can explain that. But if you're non-binary or trans, you understand. So, anyways. I'm just sitting here thinking, and I thought it would kind of be nice to brain dump and share all of my thoughts that are kind of going on right now. I used to be a very creative person, and that's not to say that I'm not anymore, but I just kind of fell out of it. And I fell out of connecting with my creativity and knowing what that meant. Because as a teen, that meant being artistic in the sense of painting. So I would get into like oil paints and acrylics and watercolors and mixed media. And one of my favorite things to do was mix oil and acrylic together, which is, some people would not agree with that. Anyways, and I made beautiful paintings and I drew, and I was so proud of my work, and like people in my town knew me as like the art girl, and that became like my whole persona, or at least that's what I wanted it to be. Which is crazy to say out loud. After taking art classes in high school, I just fell out of love with it. It started to feel like a chore for me and not actually something that I wanted to be doing. Taylor made this for me and it's my favorite thing to exist. The cutest little crocheted hat ever. Like, my creativity and me making art started to feel like homework, if that makes sense. Like, it just started to feel like I was doing it for reasons other than just enjoying creating something, which I was doing it because it like fed my ego, because as a teenager getting complimented on my art became more important to me than creating art itself. And so I just stopped making it because it just like wasn't giving me what I wanted anymore or what I needed. It was like feeding my ego instead of feeding my soul. And so I stopped. And after the thing with art, at least in my experience, is because I'm a perfectionist, to get to like the place where I feel good about it takes a lot of work. So stopping for 5 years and then trying to pick it up again, like, I'm not going to be at the same experience level that I was at 17 because I was practicing every day then. Whereas like now, me being randomly 23, like, I'm not practicing anymore. It's been like 5-6 years. I have been trying again. I've been trying really hard. I've been trying to get back in touch with my creative side. And one thing that I'm learning is that the techniques and the things that I loved as a teenager, I just struggle with and I don't love the same way anymore. Like, I tried watercolor painting and I could not fucking figure it out. Like, I gave up so fast. My favorite form of art right now is like black and white, like paintings, and black and white drawings, or like grayscale drawings. I don't know. I've been making my friends lots of things. I can kind of show you what I've made. It's not like anything good, but anyways, it's okay. I feel okay with showing it because I'm not doing it for praise like I would have as a teen. I'm doing it because I actually enjoy creating things and I miss creating things, and so I'm kind of just like giving myself a gentle nudge in the direction of doing it for the enjoyment of doing it and not for like getting anything out of it. So yeah, they may not be the best, but I had so much fun making these things. Anyways, but one thing that I have been thinking of and feeling for a long time, but I didn't really realize until tonight, is that one of my favorite forms of creating something is editing YouTube videos, no matter what they are. Whether it's like the ghost hunting videos I make with my friend Taylor, or if it's like a sit down video or a film diary or a vlog or whatever. I enjoy the like artistic creativity, the artistic freedom that comes with literally like putting a video in iMovie. Like there's so much, I don't know. Film is kind of like something that's coming up for me right now. Yeah, if you see me getting experimental with my vlogs, I'm just having fun making them, but having more fun editing them. I don't know. Maybe I'll become an editor for a living. My brain just then pictured me like 5 years in the future being a famous editor for a YouTuber, and then being like, they used to do this a long time ago as like, you know, they started out on their own. And then it showed a clip of me saying what I just said. But in this alternate reality, I'm like an editor for someone big, like Emma Chamberlain or someone, or like the Basement Yard. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm starting to get back in touch with my creative side. I just thought I'd talk about it and share it. The color palette, I am dressed like my bedroom right now. Oh my god, I'm dressed like my fucking bedroom. The walls are the yellow that I'm wearing on my jumper. This hat is the purple of my bed. It doesn't really look purple in this light. Oh my god, Taylor color matched the yarn that she used to knit me this hat exactly to my bedding. I don't think she did that intentionally, but I'm like, is that not the exact same fucking color? I'm literally dressed like my bedroom. I got this hat when I discovered 5-panel hats. I went on Etsy and I bought it, and I just like the quote, it's the best of all possible worlds. No clue what it meant when I bought it. I just bought it because I was like, that's a cool looking hat with a cool quote. And I googled it, and apparently it's like some religious thing. Like it's a belief that God, the way that God made the world is perfect as it is, which the world is not perfect by any means. But I just thought the hat looked cool. So now I realize I've been walking around with like religious stuff on my head whenever I wear this hat. But I just thought the hat was cool, and the quote was kind of motivating. Like it was like the best of all possible worlds. I don't know, like it inspires more positive thought, and that's why I wear it. It's the new moon in Pisces today, and I thought I would come and enjoy the spring weather, because where I live, it has been like minus 30 for all of January and February, and then this week it's really nice. Like I sat out here yesterday and this creek wasn't even melted. So anyways, so I thought I would just connect with nature and like connect with all the sun. Oh, that's so nice. Or for the new moon and for the video. I just thought I would film it. This is what I do. In the summer and in the fall, I sat out here every single day and I meditated and I read my books, and then the winter hit and I couldn't really sit out here anymore. You're sitting on my brother's bench. My mom ordered this bench in memory of him. So it's like, I don't know, I just really love it out here. It means a lot to me, and it's nice enough for me to come sit out here again. So I'm taking advantage of it. Also, my friend made me this beanie. the purple one I was wearing earlier in this video, she made both of these. Do you guys want to see my outfit? I feel so like color coordinated today. Okay, so this is the first half of my outfits. This beanie that my friend made, these are my rings. This was originally green, but the green has like worn off and now it's just copper. My pentagram. I also have my pentagram necklace. And then I'm wearing my off-brand Uggs again. So I'm just gonna meditate for a bit. You can join me if you'd like. Come here, Luna. Come on. Oh my goodness, some deep snow. We have a meditation visitor. You can come. Come on, honey. Oh, hello. You want to check out the blanket? Hi, honey. Hey, sweetheart. You know. What do you see? Good girl. Oh. Is that yummy? What are you doing? Come on. Let's go. Luna, come on. Good girl. Good girl. I know. There you go. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Her little footprints. That was the best interruption a meditation could have ever gotten. My dog. I love her so much. But, excuse me. I never understood what people meant when they would say like, go move with the seasons, like work with the seasons. Or like flow with the seasons, you know, in the winter rest, in the spring start getting active again, in the summer do everything, in the fall get ready to rest. Until 2024 and like now 2025, because I struggle with really bad seasonal fluctuation with my emotions. I don't know if it's seasonal depression or what, but I just struggle with it quite bad. And this winter was probably the first winter in years where I was like okay with resting and okay with the stagnancy and okay with things going slow. But I think it's because it is the first time in years where I had something to work towards in the winter. Like I have a job, so I was getting out of the house. I wasn't just like laying around depressed all day. I actually had a purpose and I had things to do. So when I did have time to rest, I didn't feel guilty about it because I was being productive outside of my rest time. Guilt surrounding rest is one of the worst things that capitalism has caused. Like, I don't think I know a single person who doesn't struggle, doesn't feel guilt when they're resting. Like, that's so, we're meant to rest. We're not meant to be go, go, go 24/7. So it sucks that society has kind of instilled in us that rest is bad, because it's not. It's human and it's needed. And now I'm kind of feeling spring, and I'm feeling the things that are going to start happening in the spring. And I don't know, I just feel like for the first time in my life I actually really am flowing with the seasons, which I've not ever really done or felt before, or at least been conscious of me doing that before. I've been seeing so many angel numbers lately. It's crazy, like more than I'm used to. Not the Hermit being the first card that comes out. the star? When I have the deck, that's so cute. For those of you who don't know, I read tarot professionally, but it's also like, I just love divination in my personal practice, so. For those of you who don't know, the new moon is all about bringing things in. So when it's a full moon, it's all about releasing things that no longer serve you, or like shadow work. And then on a new moon, that's when you bring things in. Or at least that's how a lot of people practice around the moons. So it's a new moon in Pisces, I believe. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I want to bring in. I know what I want to bring in, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna pull cards and ask my guides what I need to know for the new moon, if they have any just general guidance. If something I say resonates with you, it's a message for you. So even though I'm doing this for me, it's for you too. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Spirit, what do I need to know for this new moon? Do you have any general guidance or messages for me to help with my practice on today's new moon? Do you have any general messages or guidance for me today? Thank you. 10 of Cups reversed. Oh, that exact same combination of cards came out for me yesterday when I asked about my March. Like yesterday I did a reading for like what's coming up for me in March 2025, and these two cards came out together in this exact order, both reversed. So that's wild. Your guidance for me today. This new moon. Thank you. The 9 of Swords reversed with the 3 of Wands upright. I'm just gonna put this down. So the 10 of Cups upright. Cups in tarot is the suit of emotions, intuition, romance. It's kind of like a multifaceted suit. I mean, all the suits are multifaceted. And the 10 of Cups means that you have everything that you've ever wanted, everything you've wished for, everything you've manifested. And that to some people means their dream relationship. To some people, like this can mean anything. But because it's reversed to me, that means within my life there's delays within the things that I'm manifesting, and within that like happy ending, or that like next chapter of my life that's supposedly like going to fulfill me. And then the Knights in tarot are like things coming in for you. So if it's the Knight of Cups, when I do client readings, a lot of the times the Knight of Cups means a suitor, like a romantic suitor, coming in with an offer to fulfill your cup. This can be romance, this can be otherwise. For me, I think it's talking about like my plan for the future, like where I'm going in the future, because my manifestations are delayed. Like I know what this is talking about. So I think they just want me to meditate on the topic of this, which is me moving to BC, essentially. And then we have the 9 of Swords reversed. And Swords in tarot is the suit of mentality. It's all about your thoughts. It's your subconscious, it's your brain. So it can coincide with Cups and like share the emotional factor behind the meaning of the suit, but to me this is more like mental. This is more like anxieties, worries, your thought processes, just your thoughts in general. 9 of Swords means the swords are falling out, so I'm not bound by the anxieties that I used to be bound by anymore. This card reversed is a good thing, in my opinion. Is it raining right now? Oh my god, it's fucking raining. Oh my god, it's raining. That's wild. Anyways, 11:33. I don't know exactly what they're trying to say with this card, but then it's paired with the 3 of Wands. Wands in tarot represent timelines, they represent creativity, they represent your desires, they represent your wishes, and the 3 in numerology is all about support. So I think Spirit's just saying like, we got your back, we're supporting you from the other side, and that my plan for the future will work out. I just have to go for it. So I think I'm meant to meditate on my future today and do some manifestations for my future. Can you see the water droplets on the card? That's crazy. Spirit, do you have any other messages for me right now? Thank you. 4 of Swords. It is not a time to rest. I mean, rest is always good. Make sure you're balancing rest. That's what this means to me. So I think Spirit's telling me like, rest and work. Rest, play, and work. Don't just rest, don't just work. Do rest and work and play. I don't know what I'm going to journal about, but I know I want to journal something, so. This was a download that I had like years ago in 2023 around this time. Well, it was in May, so like almost 2 years ago. And I saw a tree, but it was like in the feminine form. This is one of my favorite meditations that I ever like made out. I didn't make it out. People have done this forever. I think it's fully about a thunderstorm out here. I'm just gonna show you. Oh, I just got a download. Thanks for hanging out.
Look at Luna's smile. Hello. Hi, Luna. Oh, has she ever seen herself before? This might be interesting. Luna. What is that? Oh,
She just took a photo of herself.
oh, Luna. Who's that? Who's that right there? Who is it? Luna, go see. Go see. What's that? Luna.
She's like, why you smell?
She's smelling your hat. Mwah. Smells. Good girl, Luna. Look at you.
She's so cute.
Ruby. Ruby's gonna woo.
Woo. Oh, now they all want to talk to mom.
I don't have any treats.
Ruby. Ruby girl.
Who's that? She's like, where's the treats, man? Give me the treats. Give me the treats.
Oh,
Thank you. Smelling your hat. No, she just gave me a kiss. You're so freaking cute.